If you're looking to start posting to YouTube in 2024, but you have no idea where to start, then this video is for you. I've been posting YouTube videos for years now. And thanks to this channel, I can easily book clients for my business every single month, make affiliate sales, make product sales, and ad revenue, all from just posting one video a week. And while it has taken me a while to get here, the payoff has been well worth it. Now, this is gonna be a long one with a lot of great info, so let's get into it. The first thing to understand about YouTube is who your audience is and what they want. For many channels, this is gonna mean answering questions that their audience has. A lot of people go to YouTube to search for answers for their questions, so it's a good idea to start an educational YouTube channel like mine. I answer questions that I think content creators have every single week. And you could spend your time guessing what kind of questions people have, but the best way to grow on YouTube is do a little bit of research and know for a fact that people are asking the questions that you want to create a video on. And it all starts with knowing your audience. Maybe you have clients already and you know what kind of questions they are asking you or problems that they are having, or maybe you've had these questions for yourself in the past and you're thinking of making a video on it. This is why it's important to know who your audience is and what they want, because the starting point is going to be just thinking of potential video ideas, but after that you need to hone in the question and actually speak their language and make sure they are searching up the questions that you think that they might be having. This is going to help you direct your video in a direction that makes sense for answering your target audience questions, and it's going to help you determine what to say in your video, what to title it, and what to make the thumbnail look like, and more. So we're going to start researching. Start with a basic question, things you think people are looking up, and type them into the YouTube search bar. So let's say you are a real estate agent and you're looking to bring in clients into your business. So let's say you look up something like home buyers. You can see all of these different things that come up when you search that up, and these are what we call keywords, and they are the most popular things that people are searching up when they look up home buyers. And you don't want to be afraid to make too basic of a video if you see a search term for it, because if you're really knowledgeable in your topic, what might seem basic to you might actually not be common knowledge to people that are outside of your niche or your topic. For example, I had a video that did really well for my channel at the time that was how to create a Pinterest board. And this video was so simple and so silly to me that I almost didn't create the video. However, I think me creating that video was one of the reasons that my channel blew up in the Pinterest niche the way that it did, because so many people found me through that video and it actually did really well for my channel. And I was shocked because it was such an easy video and it was such an easy topic, but people that had never done Pinterest before didn't know how to do that, so it attracted them to that video. So don't be afraid to do something that's too easy, because your target audience might not think it's that easy. But from this drop down, we're gonna start with home buyer mistakes. You get other options based off of whatever it is that you searched up. So now I can see first time home buyer loan, first time home buyer down payment assistance, grants. These are all different videos and different keywords that you can potentially create a video on. And these are all of the people that are ranking for this search term. So ranking just means you look up a search term, whatever videos show up, that is what is ranking. Now this video, you can completely ignore. It is sponsored. 90% of people, if not more, are not going to click on this video because it's clearly a sponsored. So this is the first ranking video here. And sometimes you will get people's channels showing up. This is another sponsored video right here. And then we get to the actual people. I don't know why it didn't fully type out the word. If I do that, maybe that will change it up. It did. Okay, so sponsored video there still, but now you can see home buyer mistakes to avoid, another sponsored video. But we are really just looking at the actual videos on here. And something that you might want to do if this is your niche, and of course you can look up anything for your niche, but this person has 160,000 subscribers and they are ranking first for this video from 3 years ago, by the way. YouTube is about longevity. This video is ranking from 3 years ago. So you can click through to their channel and see what it is that they're doing. You might want to click through to videos, maybe watch them, see what they're doing, see what their setup looks like, see just what is going on in your space. And if you look at their videos, you can see, is there something trending in my niche? Is there something that I should be jumping on the bandwagon? Or a good thing to do is look at the popular videos as well. And as you can see, home buyer mistakes to avoid is their most popular video, because I'm sure home buyer mistakes is a big term that people are looking up. Everyone's trying to buy a home. So of course, this ranking first is going to be their most popular video. And you can check out what topics are they doing. Do I have expertise in any of these topics? Can I do any of these videos better? Maybe they have a 5 tips to do X and you want to do 10. Or you just see something that's going to inspire you. And that's kind of what we're doing here, is looking for inspiration, looking around in the niche and seeing what is going on, what is happening, what are people doing, what are people drawn to, in order to get you video ideas and do keyword research inside of your niche. Now, when getting started, it is really important to remember that simple is best. You can go really, really deep into the trenches of YouTube, and I don't even feel like I'm as deep as some other creators go into the YouTube learning algorithm system in terms of understanding what's going on. There is a lot of things. This is just the tip of the iceberg. But in the beginning, that's where you need to be. Because if you look at the whole iceberg, you are going to get so incredibly overwhelmed that you're not going to actually start your YouTube channel. When I first started this YouTube channel, you can go back and look at the very first video that I did. It was just an introduction. Here's what the channel is going to be about. Here's what my business is about. Here's what I am about. And there was minimal editing. The lighting was terrible. I looked terrified, and there's no thumbnail on that video. No custom thumbnail, at least. I just picked a random thumbnail that they give you as an option and put that up there. Because I knew if I was going to try to figure out how to do a thumbnail, I was going to get overwhelmed and I was going to stop. So simple is best. You are going to gain these skills as you learn, because as you can see, this isn't really, if you ask me, that great of a thumbnail, and it's from 6 years ago. But if you look at this thumbnail, this is a great thumbnail. That is from 3 years ago, and I'm sure his current videos look great too. I mean, these are some banger thumbnails if you ask me. So clearly over time, he's gotten better, and you will too. So just keep that in mind when you're going through this process. But if we do want to go a little bit deeper into the YouTube space, there is a plugin that I recommend that you download, or a browser extension that is really going to help you figuring out this YouTube journey. On the side here, it is called vidIQ. Now, they have a paid version. I personally want the paid version because I know that I am using YouTube all the time. I use vidIQ all the time, but you don't need to if you don't want to. This stuff on the side here is all the free version. It is a browser extension that you can download, and it will tell you a lot of interesting things about your search term. This is the thing that you really want to focus on the most. You can see the volume of the search term that you have looked up, which is how many people are searching up that term a month. And you can see the competition, which you want the volume to be as high as possible and the competition to be as low as possible. Because the less competition there is, the easier it is to rank for that search term. But the more volume or searches a month for that term, the better potential you have to get more views. Because if you have a really low volume and only 2 people are looking it up, but you're ranking first, it doesn't really matter. But also the other end of things, if your competition is all the way up here, chances are you're not going to rank for it anyway. You only have so much time throughout the week to create videos, so you want to make sure you are creating the best videos for your audience and the easiest ones to get views on. You want to go for green. This gives you an overall score of how well they think you can rank for this term. Now, some of them are going to be red. If it's red, I would avoid it. Orange is kind of okay, but green or dark green is the ones that you really want to go for, especially in the beginning. Because the idea here is you are going to answer a question that people have, and you want your videos to show up in search. And so if you go for the easy search terms first, you're more likely to be able to do that. You basically take all of the research that we're looking at right now, all of the keywords, and you can see top keyword opportunities. You can add these into the tags of your video, which I will show you later on. Do not worry. Basically just telling YouTube, hey, I would like to rank for these search terms, please. This is what this video is about. Here's how I would like to rank. And it might take some time, especially if you're a brand new channel, for YouTube to say, hey, your videos are good. We will rank you. But over time, you will get to rank for terms if you do this well enough. So a few places that your video can be found by potential viewers is what we're looking at right now, which is called ranking in search. Another place they can find videos is through your homepage. And the way the homepage works is it is essentially just suggested videos that YouTube thinks the viewer might want to click on. Videos showing up on your homepage are based on your viewing and searching history. So if you look up or watch videos on racing, YouTube is going to take other videos similar to racing and put them on your home feed in the hopes that you click on them. It doesn't always happen that way because there's a lot of videos being recommended, but if you get someone to watch you through search and they watch a lot of your videos, they binge watch them, that gives you a higher priority in the YouTube algorithm to be put onto their homepage. The more someone watches your videos, the more they interact with them, the more likely they are to show up on your homepage. And you've definitely seen this happening on your own homepage, especially if you have creators that you watch all the time. When you open YouTube, you're probably seeing those creators on your homepage, because the goal of YouTube, if we step back and take a look at the overall arching goal of YouTube, they are a business and they make money by people being on their platform. They make money through the ads that are played on your videos, and they want people to watch as many ads as possible so that they can continue to sell those ad slots and continue to make money. So if you post a video and people watch 3 seconds of it and then they leave, YouTube is likely not going to recommend people that video. But if a bigger creator posts a video and people are watching all the way through, or they're binge watching, or they're even doing it with your videos, they're making sure they're watching them all the way through, they're AKA watching the ads all the way through the videos, then YouTube is more likely to suggest that type of content because it is converting to dollar signs. And the way YouTube monetization works, when you get monetized on YouTube, is YouTube will give you a cut of that revenue as a little thank you for giving them the big bucks. So when you think about it that way and understand YouTube's main goal, that is going to help you create videos that keep people watching in order to fulfill YouTube's main goal, because if YouTube is happy, they will keep serving up your videos and make you happy. And you're also going to see videos on the side of other videos. When you're watching a video, they'll be on the side and they will pop up at the end of the video as well. Same thing is going on with your homepage. It's just suggested videos that YouTube thinks that you are going to watch, because YouTube wants to keep your viewing experience happening. So they're going to suggest the best videos that they think you are going to be searching up and clicking on. Once you figure out who your audience is and what your first video is going to be, now you have to plan it out and record it. Now, I personally write out a video for every single video that I create. I think it helps me stay on track, say exactly what I want to say, and not ramble and waste the viewer's time. Because when creating a video, you really want to respect the viewer's time. And the rule of thumb is you want to make the video as long as it needs to be, but as short as possible. For example, I do not start my videos like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to follow and subscribe, or here's how my day went before I get on to the video. Like, my cat did this really cute thing today and I want to tell you guys about it. Like, obviously I don't think anybody's really going to be doing that, but you don't want to just ramble on at the beginning of your videos, especially the beginning, but in general, the middle of your videos as well. You want to give as much concrete advice and keep people watching as long as possible. Because again, going back to YouTube's goal of wanting to keep people watching, if people are clicking off your videos because you're rambling about things that they don't care about, they're going to leave. YouTube's not going to recommend your videos as much. So keep it short, simple, sweet, as long as it needs to be, but as short as possible. So I start my videos with a hook to grab attention or connecting with the audience's desires as soon as possible. Like I did with this video. If you are looking to start YouTube in 2024, this is the video for you. Now, you don't necessarily need to start every single video that way, but I know what my audience is looking for when I create the videos, so I let them know that they are in the right place immediately. And if you say, if you're looking to buy a home in 2024, or these 5 tips are gonna help you start sleeping better at night, whatever it is, you can get a bit more creative than that. You don't necessarily have to keep it like super boring, but I try to keep my intros under 30 seconds and then get to the meat of the content. Just get to the point. You can do whatever feels right for the video. Sometimes my intros are longer. Sometimes they're just like, here's tip number 1. Really whatever the flow of the video feels like, but the point is to just get to the point. And then from there, you want to deliver on the promise in the title. If you say, I'm gonna give you 5 tips, then you wanna give 5 tips. If you say, this is the ultimate guide to X, you wanna make sure that that is a banger video that has all the information that they need in it. Give as much value as possible. And in terms of recording the video, you can use your phone if you want. I really don't like using my phone because the back camera is always going to be the best option. If you do use your phone, it's going to be a better quality than the front of the camera. But at that point, if I have my camera out here, I can't really see if I'm in screen. I can't see if I hit the record button. I can't see anything going on. So I personally like to use an actual camera. I bought a Canon EOS M50 and it has a flip out screen. So the lens is right here, but I can actually see myself right here. So I can see how long have I been talking? Is it recording? Did the battery die? Am I centered on camera? How does my hair look? All of that. So I personally like to have an actual camera, and I also have a shotgun mic, which is basically just an external mic that plugs into your camera. Again though, simple is best. If you want to start with your phone, I had previous channels where I started with my phone and you just figure it out. It just works out. Get a tripod, get a ring light, whatever. I've upgraded as I went. But if you do want to check out my camera and my shotgun mic, they are linked down below in the description if you really want to get serious and get a nice camera with a mount, all of that. But another thing is make sure you are actually looking at the lens. So you can see right here, I am using the rule of thirds. I am in the middle of the video. There is not a whole lot of space over my head. If I were to, I can't even zoom out, but if I were to sit way back here, there's an awkward amount of space on my head. I'm not off center like this, talking to you this way. I'm in the center of the screen. I am also not looking at myself because I can see myself right over here, but I'm not talking to myself, making sure that my hair looks good and my glasses are in the right place or whatever. I'm looking here at the lens. I also have my script right down below me. This is what I use all of the time, and I just put it right there, but I'm also not reading my script looking down like this. I'm making sure I'm looking at the lens. So just a few recording tips when you are doing YouTube videos. But next thing I want to do is talk about the title, because that is an important part of getting people to actually click on your video. This is where all of your previous research is going to come into play. You want to let your audience know exactly what the video is about, and you also want to entice them to click on it. And as a bonus, you can also add keywords into your title to let YouTube know exactly what it is about as well. But like I said, you want to get people to click. So you want to add a little bit of interest into your title. So you don't necessarily need to do how to tie a tie. Boring. I mean, it gets the point across, but it's a little bit boring. One of the videos that I saw when I was searching this up was lender secrets revealed. Again, about home buying. Secrets revealed. That's awesome. People want to be in the know of the secrets that you are going to be revealing in that video. Or ultimate guide. That is another good one. And numbers also do really well because it gives people an expectation for how long the video is going to be, exactly what they're going to get, and things like that. So you can do 5 ways to top 10 things to do X. So you can add in numbers where it makes sense. How-to videos always do really well because they're specifically teaching people how to do something, but you don't necessarily have to, like I said, just say how to tie a tie. You can spice it up a little bit in order to make people want to click. And your thumbnail goes hand in hand with your title. They tell a story. They do not need to say the exact same thing. A lot of mistakes that I see with people doing thumbnails is they have text that's really, really small, or they put a bunch of text on there so that people can't actually read it, or maybe they just repeat exactly what the title is in the thumbnail. You don't need to do that. They go hand in hand. They are like peanut butter and jelly. They're different, but they work together. Typically, someone is likely going to see your thumbnail first because that is obviously the biggest thing on the screen. And if that captures their attention and they're interested, they're likely going to go on to read the title, where it's going to tell them exactly what it is that the video is going to be about and give them a little bit more information. Let's actually go to my most popular video so I can show you ones that happened to work really well. So this one's want to start a blog in 2023, the step-by-step guide for absolute beginners. And I have the WordPress logo, I have my computer, absolute beginners, start here. So if you know what the WordPress logo is, you're going to be attracted to this video. Absolute beginners, start here. You're going to look at the title, and if it fits you, then you're going to click on it. This one, I really like this one. I think this one did really well. Deadly mistakes bloggers make with affiliate links, and Amazon logo talking about it being banned, and huge mistake because people are making mistakes with their affiliate links. This one right here has no words on it at all. Pinterest, Canva. Super simple. If you are working on Pinterest and you want to learn how to use Canva, maybe this has caught your attention. I mean, it has got 10K views over the last 2 years. And to be honest with you, I did not know that until this exact moment. That's kind of wild. And I personally use Canva to create all of my thumbnails. I actually pay for it because it's just worth it for the amount of time and energy and effort that I put into making thumbnails, into doing Pinterest pins, my management for Pinterest, all of that. It is worth it for me to pay for it. You don't necessarily have to though, but you are going to be missing out on a lot of good tools. For example, all of these thumbnails here, I have taken out the background. So I will create thumbnails right here. I'll just do a bunch of different poses, and then I will cut out the background and paste myself onto a different background. If you want to do that with your thumbnails, you either have to find a free background remover or you can pay for Canva and get that along with a bunch of other features. But if you want to do the stuff that I'm doing and make them look like this, and you're going to be using Canva a lot, I would recommend you pay for Canva. But again, remember, keep it simple. Don't overthink. You will get better as you go. Take your picture and roll with it. Next up, you got to record your video, which we talked about a little bit. Make sure you're centered on the screen. Make sure you look nice. Your background isn't distracting. I mean, this is just my background right here, which I specifically designed to be a YouTube background. You don't want to have clothes in the background or You know, you want to have a good audio as well, which is why I bought a shotgun mic for my camera, which again, I'll link all the stuff that I have down below. Once you're done recording, then it is time to edit. Now, if you are editing on your phone, it's going to be really hard to edit on your computer. If you maybe have an Apple and you can like airdrop your files or whatever. I don't have an Apple, so I don't know how Apple works, but I personally like recording on a camera because then I can take my SD card and I put it into this thing. It just plugs right into my computer, and then I can transfer the files that way, which is why I like having an external camera. You can record videos and edit on your phone. I don't know if CapCut is going to allow you to do that because I use CapCut for my short form content. It is just a video editing software that is free. You can pay for it, but again, you don't have to. I don't pay for it personally. And I edit my short form content on CapCut, but I don't know the extent of what you can do without having to pay for it, if there's like a limit to the length of a video, because mine are all under 60 seconds. But CapCut, potentially, if you're going to be recording on your phone, might be a good editing software. You might have to do some research. I'm sure there is some editing softwares out there. I, like I said, edit on my computer using Movavi. I'll leave the link to that down below as well. There's a ton of different editing softwares. Find one you like, test them out, get some research done on which ones you're going to like. If you want my recommendation, it'll be down below, but simple is best. Again, 100%, this whole process is going to be about simple is best. When I put my first video out, like I said, I don't even remember if there was editing. There probably was a few jump cuts, which is essentially just if you mess up, you cut that part out, you delete it, and the video will smush together, so the sentence will no longer be with you messing up in it. I'm going to be doing that for this video because I've messed up a decent amount of times already, and you won't see it because I'll cut it out. You don't necessarily need to add words to the bottom of your thing like I have. You don't have to have pop-ups. You don't have to have noises. You don't have to have graphics. I had none of that. If you do want to add graphics though, I use Canva for all of mine. If you have the paid version, you're going to be able to do a little bit more, but you can do a decent amount with the free version. So do what you want to do, but don't overwhelm yourself, whatever that means for you. And then once you're done with the edits, it is time to upload. You want to export from whatever software you're editing from and upload it to YouTube. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how that works. I'm here right on YouTube. You can go here and upload video. Now, I'm not actually going to upload a video because I don't currently have one ready to be able to upload. So I'm just going to show you from one of my other videos that I have. Let me just go to details, and then this is essentially what you're going to see. You can have your title here. This is where you're going to put your amazing, catchy title with all of your keywords. And I have a very decently long description. You do not need to have a long description. Really what you need is some paragraph talking about what the video is about. And this is where you're going to add the keywords in that we found with vidIQ. If you have any links, so like I have my check my domain name here, my recommended hosting company, this is my affiliate link, and then I have a description here. I have a blog post version. If you don't have a blog post version, don't put a blog post version. I have important links, work with me, my products, my blog. If you don't have that stuff, don't worry about it. I also have recommended products. These are things that I am an affiliate for. These are going to be down below in this description as well. If you don't have any of that stuff or it wasn't relevant to the video, don't worry about putting it. I do like to have a little bit, a one-liner of, hey, this is what's you're gonna find on the channel. I think it's nice to have there. Do people read it? Probably not, but I'd like to have it there. And then I have my affiliate disclaimer, which you absolutely need to have if you are using affiliate links. If you want to copy and paste mine, you can do that. You're allowed to do that. It'll be down below in the description, like it is in every video. You need to have this in your description if you are using affiliate links. I recommend copy and paste this one if you want. That's totally fine. I also have some credits that are in my videos because some of the sound effects that I use come from this. And if I'm using the free sound effects, sometimes they say you need to give credit to them. So I put the credit in there, and then I have my socials. I do not type this out every time, by the way. This is something important to note. This does not get typed out every single time I do a video. Some of it does, but most of it doesn't. So let me show you how you can put this in there. If you go down to settings, upload default, you can put in a default title. I wouldn't, but you could. And then this is what the raw form of my description looks like. Mentioned in the video, I didn't have anything mentioned in the video, so I just deleted it. Important links, recommended products, my one-liner, my disclaimer, my sound effects, my socials. So I edit this depending on what the video calls for, but you can just copy and paste whatever you want in your description, and then that is going to be your upload default. So this one looks a little bit different. I put in this description here. I got rid of the important links. stuff like that, or the mention in the video links, whatever. Make yours simple. Do what you need to do. Don't overwhelm it. Put it in that section that I showed you so that it shows up in every single one of your videos. Nice and simple. This is where your thumbnail is going to go. Now you can use one of these. I wouldn't, because no one's going to be clicking on any of these thumbnails. This one definitely looks way better. Custom thumbnail, 100% is what you need. You can add it to any playlists. My videos personally are not set for kids, so they're always set that way. Mine is not a sponsorship. And then there's just like a bunch of other settings. I keep them clicked. It doesn't really matter. Who cares about those? But this is where you're going to put all of your tags. So these are the keywords that you need to put in your video to let YouTube know this is what my video is about. And the blue numbers here are where my videos are ranking in search. So this one is the overall score of the YouTube video. This is the main one, but so my video is ranking number 2 for choose a catchy blog name according to vidIQ. If you don't see any of those blue numbers, it does not mean that your video is not ranking. My video could be ranking for something that is not in my tags. So it doesn't mean your video is not ranking. It just means it's not ranking for one of the tags you specified in this video. And then vidIQ will give you recommended tags. I don't mess with any of this stuff down here. Recording date, video date, I don't care. Title and description language, don't really care. This auto sets it the way that this is. I don't mess with any of this. I do keep this on though. If you're going to be putting your videos into blog posts you want embedding on, that just means you can copy and paste the video into your blog posts. I personally don't like people to be able to remix my videos, so I turn that off. You can leave it on if you want. I don't like that option. And then comments and ratings and stuff. There are a few other things that you're going to need to do over here on the side. Cards, end screen, subtitles, public. It's going to look a little different when you actually upload, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So that's all you need to know about uploading, really. Now that was a lot of information. And there's still a lot more nuances on how YouTube works and success and all of this different stuff. But hopefully that wasn't overwhelming, because that wasn't the intention. I hope this was helpful. And if you want to learn more about YouTube, like how to get monetized, make sure to check out this video right here. Like if you like, subscribe to my channel down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.